Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I am totally stuck. I've got the backpack open, the app is ready, but I'm just lost on the how much part.
The analysis paralysis, it hits everyone. What's the specific holdup?
I see these videos online saying if I'm not investing $1,000 a month, I'll never retire. Then I look at my rent and my groceries, and I just freeze. It feels like if I can't do a big amount, it's not even worth opening the app.
That is the all or nothing trap. And it is the number one reason people fail before they even start. We think if the number isn't impressive, it doesn't count.
Right. I mean, if I only invest $50, the growth is going to be what? A few bucks? It feels like a waste of time.
Here's the secret. In the beginning, the amount matters way less than the habit. Today, we're moving away from guessing. We're giving you a literal formula to find your number without having to live on ramen noodles.
We are talking about the boring minimum, why the 20% rule is a myth, and how to invest while you're still saving for emergencies.
Quick note we're sharing our own research and what works for us. We aren't financial advisors, so this isn't personalized advice. Okay, let's dive in.
Let's talk about the golden rule. Every book says invest 20% of your pay. But my rent is half my check. 20% is just a dream.
Honestly, let's just delete that rule for now. For a beginner, starting at 20% is like trying to run a marathon when you haven't even walked around the block. You'll be miserable, you'll feel broke all the time, and you'll just quit.
So, what do I do? Do I just wait until I make more money to start?
No, because that day never comes. Instead, we pick a boring minimum.
Boring minimum. I like that. What does that mean?
Think of an amount so small that if you lost it today, your life wouldn't change. Is it 25 bucks a paycheck? Is it the cost of 2 takeout coffees? That is your starting line.
But won't that take forever to actually grow into anything?
It's all about the habit. Once the money is moving, it's easy to add more later. But if you never start because you're waiting for a big amount, you get zero forever.
Wait, before I pick my number, I only have $1,000 in savings. Shouldn't I wait until my emergency fund is full before I buy stocks?
This is a huge debate in the finance world. Some people say save 6 months of cash before you even look at a stock. But for most of us, that could take years.
True. If I wait until I have $15,000 in cash, I'll be 40 before I buy my first share.
That's why I'm a fan of the parallel path. Instead of doing one then the other, just do both at an 80-20 split.
Okay, how does that work?
Say you have $500 of extra money this month. 400 goes into your high interest savings. That's your safety net. And 100 goes into your TFSA.
Why not put it all in savings first?
Because investing has a learning curve. You need to see the market go up and down while the stakes are low. If you wait 3 years and then dump $20,000 in all at once, and the market drops 5% the next day, you'll panic. You'll sell everything. But if you start with $100, you learn to handle the red days without the heart attack.
Okay, I get it. I'm starting with $50 every 2 weeks. I'll just log in and move it myself.
Stop right there. If you do it yourself, I promise you will fail.
Why? It's so easy.
Because on a Friday afternoon, after a brutal week at work, your brain is going to say, I deserve a nice dinner. I'll just skip the 50 bucks this time and do 100 next time. And we both know next time is a lie.
Okay. I feel attacked. You're right.
We all do it. The secret is automation. You treat your investment like a phone bill. You don't choose to pay your bill, it just happens.
I just set a plan for Friday morning.
Set it for the day after payday. If that money never sits in your checking account, you never count it as spendable. It's gone before you can even get attached to it.
Okay, I'm looking at the numbers and I'm trying not to feel bad. If I invest $100 a month, after 1 year, I only have $1,200. It doesn't feel like wealth. It feels small, like a piggy bank, like I'm not really moving forward.
I get that. We are wired for instant gratification. You want to see a mountain, but right now you're staring at a molehill. But this is where we have to talk about the invisible math.
Invisible math?
Let's look at two people. Let's call them the perfectionist and the starter. The perfectionist, let's call him person A, wants to do it right. He says, $100 isn't enough. I'm going to wait 5 years until I have a better job, and then I'll invest $500 a month to catch up.
That sounds smart. He's putting in a lot more money. I would think he catches up fast.
You'd think so. But then there's person B, the starter. She starts today with just that boring $100 a month. She doesn't wait, she just lets it ride. Look at the graph. 5 years go by. Person A has invested zero. Person B has a small snowball rolling. Now year 6 hits. Person A dumps in his big money. But look what happens.
Wait, why is person B still winning? Person A is putting in so much more cash.
Because person B has time on her side. Compound interest is like pushing a snowball down a hill. The first few rolls, pathetic. It looks like nothing. But by the time that ball rolls for 10 years, it's a boulder that crushes everything in its path. Person A is trying to build a boulder at the bottom of the hill with his bare hands. Person B just let gravity do the work.
So, by waiting for the perfect time to invest, I'm actually making it harder?
You are essentially firing your best employee. Your dollars are your employees. If you keep them in a checking account, they are sleeping on the job. If you put them in the market, they are working 24/7. Even if you only have a few employees right now, you need them to start working today. You can always add more employees later, but you can never, ever buy back the time they spent sleeping.
Okay, you convinced me. I'd rather invest 50 bucks now than stress about 500 later.
Exactly. Don't look at the $1,200 balance after year 1 and think, that's it. Look at it and think, I just planted a tree that is going to feed me in 20 years.
This makes me feel so much lighter. I really thought I needed to be rich to start. But it's not about being rich, it's about being consistent.
Exactly. So let's look at your homework for this week. Don't just watch this and close the tab. Step 1. Log into your banking app and look at your last 3 months of spending. Step 2. Find your boring minimum. Start with $25 if you have to. Just pick a number that doesn't scare you.
And step 3. Set up the auto transfer for the day after payday.
Right. Treat future you like a bill you have to pay. Are you setting yours up right now?
Done! $50 every second Wednesday. But wait, is there a limit? If this goes well, can I dump my whole savings account in next month?
Whoa, stop! There is a very strict limit. This is the TFSA trap. Since we're using a tax free savings account, the government puts a cap on how much you can contribute. And this is where beginners get burned.
Bond how? Like a fee?
Worse, if you go over your limit by even $1, The CRA charges you a penalty of 1% per month on the excess, and they don't warn you until tax season. I've seen people get hit with bills for thousands of dollars because they didn't check their limit.
Okay, so where do I find my limit? The CRA website?
You can check the CRA website, but strictly speaking, it's often wrong.
What? How can the government website be wrong?
It lags behind. Banks don't report in real time. If you trust that number, you might walk straight into a penalty. So, in the next video, we'll calculate your exact TFSA contribution room manually, step by step, so you stay safe.
Okay, I'm not missing that.
And if you missed our Wealthsimple versus Quest Trade showdown, watch that here. See you in the next one.